Hey pretty sweet gang, Mo here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make some chocolate covered apples just in time for Valentine's Day. Really simple but also really cute. Here I'm using Choco Maker chocolate wafers from Walmart, and I had already bought them in the color red. But if you ever notice when you buy colored chocolate, it kind of has this dry, dull, ashy color. So I am using Chef Master's oil-based food color to brighten up that red. The red is like really dull once you melt your chocolate. The wafers look nice and bright, but once you melt, you'll notice it just has like a really dull look. So what I'm going to do is add my Chef Master red coloring, little bits at a time, not adding too much. I don't want to overdo it, and I don't really want to change the taste of my chocolate by making it bitter by adding too much coloring. There's not much left in the bottle, so it may seem like I'm using a lot because I'm like steady adding, but I'm not satisfied with the color yet. And as you see, I'm just adding like small amounts at a time. So you just want to make sure that you stir that really well. And I do like to use a glass cup or bowl just so that I'm able to see all the way through and make sure that my color is consistent with my mixing. So I have a wide mouth measuring cup here that I like to use to dip my apples. And as you can see, my color is like a pretty bright red. I'm a little bit off the frame, I'm sorry for that, but what you want to do is tilt your cup or your bowl, whatever kind of container that you're using to dip your apples. And you don't want to just dip straight down, you kind of want to twirl your apples, very similar to making hard candy apples. And what you see me doing here, I'm tapping the back of my hand. That helps, like, I know sometimes you may get excited and prematurely dip your apples and your chocolate is still pretty warm, so it creates like an elephant skin. And as you see here, like the chocolate has air bubbles in it. By tapping the back of my hand, it allows the excess chocolate to just drip off the bottom of the apple, and it allows the air bubbles to pop. So yeah, if you're doing a whole lot of apples, the back of your hand can get pretty sore. So you don't want to tap too hard. You just want to make sure that you are popping those air bubbles and getting as much excess chocolate off as you can. And as you see me at the end, you want to go ahead and scrape the bottom of your apple off on the side of your measuring cup, bowl, or whatever you're using. So you're just going to continue to do those steps with each apple until all of your apples are coated. I have 6 apples here that I am dipping, and then we are going to add our leftover melted chocolate to a piping bag and begin to decorate our apples as soon as the chocolate sets. Now, a lot of times when I'm doing chocolate apples, or pretty much anything that I'm coating in chocolate, a lot of times I like to let them naturally dry in the air, because sometimes it depends on your chocolate. We may not realize when we buy the pre-made wafers that maybe the chocolate has aged, so a lot of times you put it in the fridge and it gets this ashy look. It has like white streaks within it. So I just want to allow them to air dry naturally. And if you're in a hurry or you want them to set a little faster, maybe you have a lot going on, a lot you need to do, you can place them in the fridge for a few minutes to speed up that process. So we're just gonna dip our last remaining apples. Look how pretty and shiny that red is. It almost looks like hard candy, but it's not, it's chocolate. And you would not get that red with any pre-made dyed wafers. You would definitely have to brighten that up. Please make sure you don't use gel-based food coloring. It will seize your chocolate. You're gonna need a oil base, which you can use Color Meal, which is one of my faves, and I absolutely love Chef Masters because it's affordable and it works really well. I do not have a problem with Chef Masters. Okay, so we're going to allow our chocolate to set so we can come back and add our decoration. And here I just have some non-pearls from Walmart that I got in their Valentine's aisle. I love these. I grab these every year. And we have our chocolate ready to go in our piping bag. And we're just going to cut the tip off, not too much. You don't want to make it too big or too little. Sometimes you do it too little and the chocolate will begin to set in the tip of the bag, and you'll have to like constantly reheat just to get that opening clear so that you can, you know, continue to drizzle. So you want to cut it just right. And yes, the chocolate is going to leak out the bag a little bit, so be very careful that you don't drip chocolate on your other apples. But as you see, I have a clear space here to do my drizzle, so I don't care about it dripping there. That's like on purpose, because once the chocolate sets on my silicone mat, I'm going to just like pull it up and add it back to my container of chocolate. You can reuse it. That's why I have a separate bowl here to add my sprinkles, so all of my sprinkles don't get into that excess chocolate that's on my silicone mat. So when you drizzle, I have a lot of questions about that. You never want to start on top of your treat, because anything that may leak out of your piping bag is going to drip on your treat. So you always want to start, I guess it depends on what hand you are. I'm right-handed, so I always start my drizzle from the left, but you want to begin to squeeze your bag before you drizzle over your apple or whatever treat. It goes to Rice Krispie treats, Oreos, pretzel rods, and everything. And you just want to go on the outside of those treats. That's why I have that extra drizzle on the mat. You want to start away from the treat to the left and just fast swipes, left, right, left, right, left, right. As you're going to see me do here again, see how I start on the outside of the treat, begin to squeeze, and just quickly go over. And then while that chocolate is still melted, I'm just going to go right ahead and add my lip and add my heart. And I'll just kind of hold it for a couple of seconds this way so that the lip and the heart, and these are made out of fondant. I have molds for that. I will add the links to those in the description box. And I just want to hold my apple this way until the chocolate sets a little bit so that my lips and my hearts do not slide. Or another option, you can wait until the drizzle dries and you can add a little dot of chocolate on the back of the fondant decoration and stick it to the apple. But because I'm also adding sprinkles, I'm just doing it all at once, because you definitely have to add those sprinkles while your chocolate is still wet. So we're going to do that here again and just add our little lip. Make sure we have it lined up and in the middle. And then add the heart. Press down a little. Go over the bowl and just add some little sprinkles. I'll also add these little cute spoons. The link to that in the description box. I now am an Amazon influencer, so I have an Amazon storefront, so that is the link I'll be adding, and you guys can just go to the category of treat making supplies and you will be able to locate these items. So drizzle, 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 and we're going to add our decoration. Like I said, these are really easy, but they're also really cute and simple. A lot of times when I'm making treats for Valentine's Day, I like to keep it pretty simple, especially if you're selling and getting orders. You don't want to give too many options because it can become a headache and be very stressful. So you want to just keep it cute and simple. It's kind of different when you have an order and you're creating custom treats. That's one thing, but if you're going to be selling for the holidays, you always want to stay consistent and simple. So yeah, guys, we're just going to finish out the rest of these apples, and that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop those in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back. I really appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you soon.